Hi everybody, my name is Shannon. Welcome to my channel, Another Yarn. Thank you so much for joining me today. I greatly appreciate it. And all my new subscribers, thank you for taking a chance on yet another channel, yarn related, right? So much fun, and coming in and joining. And I greatly appreciate everybody that has been here from the beginning or whatever time that you joined. I appreciate you being here. It's not just a catchphrase. That's really how I feel. I'm very thankful. I love this. Oh my gosh, the whole thing, the YouTube and making videos and talking about yarn and sharing all my yarny goodness and everything that goes along with that. Oh my gosh, that's like a dream, right? That's just fun. So today is Tuesday and this is my Tackle It series, and feel free to join in. You're another content creator, do the hashtag Tackle It, and you can do it Tuesday, Thursday, whatever day you want to, but this is my Tackle It series. And what I'm doing right now is I'm going through a bin of whips, right? See, here's another one right here. And these have been in there for 3 years now. We've been in this house for three years, February. And all this stuff was packed away and put in its little bags and stuff. And then once we moved into this house and I put it in the little cubbies and stuff, I promptly forgot about it. And we know these were long-standing whips. These were vintage whips before the move. We know how that goes. So I'm going through there, and I really didn't expect to get much progress. I expected to do a little bit on whatever I pulled out, you know, at least put it in the rotation, right? Because one stitch counts. If I did at least one stitch on something, one day it'll get done, or decide to pull it out. One way or the other, it'll be dealt with. And that was the whole object for this. And to my great surprise, it's still January and 2 projects have been finished. 2. Wow. I expected maybe around the 6-month mark I'd finally get off my backside and finish something. You know what I'm getting at. But this has been really, really fun. So this bin, I think we're going to hit the bottom of this bin today, and then we're going to figure out what's in this one, because this is another one. I'm not looking ahead. I don't know. So we'll figure out what's in that one next. So, yeah, I'm just having so much fun. It's yarn related. It's yarn related. So I've got this. This sweater it's called Miranda, and it is stunning. It came out in 2013. And my friend and I started it right after that time period. So this is like a decade-old project. You know, and my body shape was just a bit different. That's not an insult or anything along that line, you know. But I did 27 years in the military. So yeah, I was definitely still in the military and all that other stuff. And weight, you know, was an issue because that, you know, military standards. So I was smaller is what I'm getting at. And this thing has a kangaroo pouch on it, if you want to do that, right? Kangaroo pouch. It has a hood. You can do long sleeves. I mean, it's and I wanted all the things. And I was showing this, and I showed it a little bit yesterday too, but I was showing this, and I got it back out, and I put stitches on it from here to here. And I wasn't sure if I'm gonna have enough yarn. And being that I started this like a decade ago, I'm not going to be able to get the same yarn. Even if I could get the same colorway yarn, it's not going to be the same color. This is Malabrigo, and you either get it to match or it doesn't, right? It's not going to be the same dye line. And I appreciate the person in the comments, because I ask questions. What order what is my order of priority? You know, if I don't have enough yarn, right? You know, what do I do? Because I mean, this has been sitting for a decade, and I just got it out, and I did progress. I did some knitting, and then immediately it's like, do I pull all that back out? I'm going to have to. So the person who put in that and talked about body shapes, if you're a pear shape or an apple shape, you might not want to do the kangaroo pouch, because you might draw attention to an area that maybe you don't want to draw attention to. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I hadn't thought of that. And you know what? You're right. You are right. And I appreciate you bringing that up in such a kind way. So I'm not going to do the pouch. So I am going to have to pull that back. I haven't done it yet. I haven't got I don't want to. But, you know, I will pull that back and I'll do all of the design work. I know it's so busy you can hardly see the design work, but it's there and I know it's there, so I'm going to do it. So I'll do all that stuff on there and continue with the shape just without the front pouch. And then that saves some yarn too. And I should be able to do the sleeves in the hood. I want the hood. I know I'm a baby, I'm a child, I want the hood, and I definitely want the sleeves. So I'll be able to do all that. I should have enough yarn. I have 3 full skeins left and this partial right here. So this has definitely been brought into the fold, and decisions have been made, and I'm excited about that. And you know, when I ask for help, I am so thrilled that I get so many different comments down below and things that I didn't think of. And you know, it's another way of looking at things, and it is so appreciated. I do. I am so thankful. So I appreciate that. So if that was you, no, I really do appreciate that. But look at that. I still like that center panel, even though it's such a busy yarn. I don't care. What, you think I'm going to follow the rules? I'll follow the rules now. Evidently, I didn't follow them 10 years ago either. So there you go. So I'm thrilled. This is in the rotation. So fun. And we're going through some other stuff. Speaking of people giving suggestions, this one I absolutely love. So I have this bag, and this is an Allen Dart pattern, and it is a stunning dragon. It really, really is. So I don't have a color picture of it, but you know, I have a picture and I'll show you that. So look at this. Look at that dragon. That is amazing. So I have the body of that done, and I have part of the headpiece, and yeah, that's a lot. I'm not gonna lie. Do I have all the yarn for it? Maybe. It's a discontinued yarn. Of course it is. But I've got pieces and stuff, right? Well, here's the body. And Lori, Classroom Lori, and I'll link her, she had suggested, she's one of the people in the comments, and she has a channel, she suggested turn this into an avocado. Brilliant. I love that. I was suggested of just pull it all out and repurpose the yarn. That is an option. I love the idea of closing this off right here and some form or fashion. I don't know if you pull some of it out or you just gather it and just say good enough and just turn it into an avocado pillow. I could put eyes on it or something, and I love that. And that would be a finished, yeah, it's slightly stuffed. There's some stuffing in there right now. But that to me is brilliant. I'm like, oh, okay, perfect. You know, and the rest of the stuff I can pull out and repurpose as far as that yarn, but this, the body of it, that's great. So I love the creative genius of this group, and I'm going to do that, and then that'll be a finished project, and that'll be one less thing in there, and I'll feel guilty, and I will still done something with it, right? Not just, oh, let's rip it all out. I mean, ripping it out is an option, but a pillow of that? Perfect. I'm there. I am there. And I would not have thought of that at all, but I'm there. Yes. Yes, please. I'm going to turn that into a pillow. So we're going to see that in a future episode when I actually do it, but that's awesome. So we're moving through it, right? You know, a little unconventional thinking, and we got this. Let's see. So I still need to pull this out. This was a pair of socks with a very unique construction, so I will end up pulling that one out too. Here's some yarns. Oh, here's yarn for the dragon. Yes, lots of yarn. Oh, I should put the pattern in with it. Now the pattern's wonderful. Allen Dart is a fantastic amigurumi designer. If you've never heard of him, look him up. Brilliant. And you're going to fall in love with the patterns. No doubt you will fall in love with the patterns. So let's see. Are we going to get through all of this today? You know, we just might. I've got, what is it, 2 more things in here. We're going to do that. So look at this. Camouflage yarn. I've got a crochet hook in there. I've got a bunch of crochet hooks in there. I've got a lot of beads. A lot of beads on this. I probably don't even know the pattern I was working. So this is a lace something with a whole bunch of beads. So camouflage lace. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? So that is definitely lace. How big is this? Now, if I blocked it, it would be bigger. We know that. But look at that. So that is really pretty. Can we see the beads in there? Yeah, look at that. So this block would be bigger, and can I reverse engineer the pattern? Oh, I'm pretty sure I could reverse engineer that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I could figure out what I was doing there, right? But even if you didn't want to, I mean, it's not, you know, it could be one of those bib style, right? And especially if you blocked it, it's going to be a lot bigger. So crocheted lace. So for the people that are new here, yes, I do both, definitely knit and crochet. I know recently I've done a lot more knit, but as you can see, as I pull things out, there was definitely some crocheting going on. And this is, you know, a long-standing, very old, I just got this around my boot, my shoelaces got it. I got my bootlaces, there we go. So this is a long-standing pattern years ago. I know I got the yarn, one of my friends gave it to me for my birthday. Look at those beads. That is so cool. And do I have a pattern in here at all? Of course not. So I have a graph paper. Let's see what's on the graph paper. Is it empty or is it something? Well, it's something, but it's not this. This is a graph. This knitting. That's knitting right there. I don't know what it's for, but that's what that is. That is knitting. There's a knitting graph. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm going to tuck it back in there and maybe it'll come to me. It's not going to come to me. It's not going to come to me. So let's see, what else do I have in here? I have a couple crochet hooks. Some business. What is this? Rocky Treats Patissier Cream Puff Shop. Cream Puff Shop. Oh, that sounds wonderful. Oh, that's a business that's gone away. It's in Highlands Ranch. It's cream puffs. Ooh. Okay, well that's sad. Well, that's a gone away business. So I've got some, ooh, there's my beading. Look at this. I see tiny. So this is a size 14. It's a 0.75 millimeter crochet hook. And when you're dealing with seed beads and trying to put it on lace, this is the type of hook that'll work. And this hook's seen some better days because, you know, if you can even see that. Get it against something. See, look how tiny that is. Look at how tiny that thing is. And it's bent. But look at that. That is 0.75 millimeters. So we got that in there. So what else do I have in here? Do I have enough beads? Ooh, look at those. So these are Dynamite 80 seed beads, Dynamites by Matsuni of Japan. These are nice seed beads. If if you're doing beading and stuff, these Japanese seed beads, these are spectacular. And they're more uniform. They cost more, but they are more uniform in size and stature. So they do work better for your, whatever your design is. So it looks like I've got plenty to make this thing huge. Look at that. So that's full. I don't know how many is in there. A metric ton, right? There's a bunch in there. This is the Iris Bronze colorway, and it's 40 grams per package. So I've got 2 full packages, and then I went through some. And I don't know if I used all of those on this particular piece, or you know how you kind of spread some out and you might drop some. So I might have dropped some, who knows? I don't know, because I don't remember what year I started this, but I do remember my friend giving me this yarn for my birthday. And what else do I have in here? That's some more crochet hooks, so that's nice. All right, so I've got an F crochet hook. Yeah, I've got 2 size F crochet hooks, and then the little mini one for the beading. I don't know what size crochet hook I was using for the lace. I seriously doubt I was using an F. And then a receipt with like disappearing ink, so I don't even know what I was trying to buy. Spirit Halloween. Definitely not yarn related. So that's what I have in here. And my intention was most likely to use all of this, a lot of this, not necessarily all of this. And even though there's the size F crochet hooks in the package, oh, I just dropped a little baby one. All right. Even though that's the size that was in there, I seriously doubt I was using a size F hook with lace weight yarn. I could see using a C hook, but not an F hook. And then this doesn't look like it would have been like an F hook. You know what I mean? That's tiny. That's smaller. I can't see me crocheting with the size 14, you know, the 0.75 millimeter either. That is really, really tiny, and I think this yarn is a little bit too big for that. So my guess being that the size C crochet hook is one of my favorite sizes, that's what I was using. So what do we think we should do with this? Should I block it, you know, within an inch of its life to see how much it blooms and grows and call it a finished piece? I mean, it's not a bad size for an like a bandana style shawl. It doesn't have to be a huge shawl, and it's got those beautiful beads in there. I mean, what would you do with this one? What would you do? Because finding the pattern, I'm not sure. I mean, we're crocheters. We can reverse engineer just about anything. We got this. So pretty sure I could reverse engineer it and figure out what I was doing. And it's not putting, you know, and it's like, okay, I could do that. I could do that. I'm a smart crocheter. I could make that happen. So I don't really know what to do with this one. I'm kind of leaning towards the just get it done. I mean, that's beautiful. I wouldn't pull it out. I would end it and wet block it and stretch it to within an inch of its life before I pulled it out. That was a lot of work a lot of years ago, but that was a lot of work, and it is stunning. So I think that's a best route for that, but you guys can help me out with that. Don't know on that. And then here is another piece that I have thought about. I'm like, where did that go? Now, Julia is a person here in Colorado that is part of our local, you know, knitting group and everything. And normally we get together, you know, a couple times throughout the year, definitely have Christmas parties together. We'll see. And she designed this. I'll link this pattern. Come on. My crochet hook is stuck. Okay. I will link this pattern below. It's Hearts on Fire, Heart's Desire. It's Heart something. So I do know what this pattern is. And this is a lot. This is just lace. This is the Zephyr lace. I've got 3 different colors, and it's brilliant. It's wonderful to work with. Here's another set of my good needles, right? They've been stuffed away for a while. And let me see. All right, so there were a lot of twisted stitches in this, and I remember that. I'm like, Julia, what are you doing to me? You're killing me. It was slow. I do remember that. Can we see the hearts? Yeah, there we go. It's upside down, but you can see the heart and everything on that. There we go. We've got that beautiful lace with the gray and a field of white with just the garter stitch. Let me turn that around right here. So I could get the pattern on this. I could start working on this one again. Pretty sure I'd figure out where I am on the lace. I just know that, you know, there's a lot of purl stitches in this and a lot of twisted stitches that made it really, really slow. So I don't know. Might not be a bad one to, you know, just kind of plug away a little bit more now that I know where it's at and what it got tucked into. Yeah. I got all my starch stitch markers, right? Look at all those stitch markers and stuff, and got those heart designs and stuff like that. It's a beautiful design. It is an absolutely beautiful design. Julia, and I can't pronounce her channel name, is really, really good on the brioche knitting. That is her forte. Oh my gosh. And she does an amazing job on all of the brioche knitting that she does. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. If you're into brioche knitting, check her out. You're going to find some patterns to drool over. No doubt on that. So I'm kind of at a quandary on this one. Don't want to pull it out. Don't know how big it is. And if I did want to leave it like that, I'd want to finish that heart at least. You know what I mean? I'd want that finished. I don't think I'd just want to leave it. It's close. Yeah, I say that it's close. This is hundreds of stitches. Hundreds and hundreds of stitches per row. There is no doubt that is hundreds of stitches per row. But yeah, can we get, yeah, see the heart right there? It's going down, and then, you know, so I'm right there to there. So, you know, you got to go up to there to get to the tip of the heart. And that would, you know, when it's on the shoulders and stuff, that's the bottom of the shawl. It's not upside down. But, you know, I would probably, for finishing it purposes, even if I didn't finish the entire shawl, I would want to finish that heart, do garter stitch or something on the edge to where it's not going to curl, and say good enough. But that is the end of what is in this particular bag. So there's more things in here that, you know, need some love, need something, need some more decision making. But once I pull out the items that, you know, we've pulled out the yarn for, I'm trying to stuff this in the bag. Get back in the bag. Yeah, that stuff sounds small, doesn't it? So once we do that, you know, I've got to rehome this. I pulled this out. This is a Sugar Rush, something along that line, yarn. I pulled out the purple lace, so that can just go over to my lace cabinet. So I pulled these two out. You know, so pulling those out of there, finishing this one is going to be amazing because, I mean, look at this. That takes out that right there. I've got all the other stuff that I just pulled out is stuff that is going to be pulled out, either finished or pulled out. So, I mean, look at this. Not bad, right? That was full. That was completely full, and it's ready to put more things in it. And I'm excited to get into next week to see what I've worked on. I will show you progress on something because this is exciting. And then we're going to get in this bin. And I'm not peeking. And once we go through that, then, you know, I don't know, it'll be kind of nice to see getting one of these things completely empty. What a sense of accomplishment for these vintage whips. Do you have any vintage whips? And then I'll go around the room and everything and come up with some other projects that I know are hiding and see what can be done with them. Either finish them, get rid of them, or, you know, come up with something else, turn it into an avocado pillow. I mean, it might not be what we started as, but so what? It can still be useful. We can still have fun. We can still finish things. How cool is that? And I can just mark that as a check mark and look, ta-da, it is a finished something. And that's exciting. And so far, this is still January. I cannot believe this is still January. All in 1 month. Wow. That's just, that completely blows my mind. 100% blows my mind that anything has been finished so soon. And the fact that I'm actually excited to go through this stuff and go, well, what's the next thing? I can finish that because some of them, they're easy. Others are like, And to Lori, I greatly appreciate the suggestion of the avocado. I'm going to do that. And then I no longer have this gorgeous, big, huge dragon weighing on my mind going, you need to finish this because there's a lot of pieces. There's a lot of pieces left on that. I'm like, no, I'm not. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. And then I'll be able to claim those needles back too. I mean, that's the fun part about all of this stuff. I mean, especially this. Those are my carbons. Okay, those are one of my favorite knitting needles. Those are the Knit Picks, Knitter's Pride, Knitter's Pro, whatever you want to call them, because it's the same company now. Carbons needles. I love those. I like those. I like my Dreams needles. You know, I have others. I have lots of sets, right? You know, because I'm leaving them everywhere. But I really like those, and they've been in here for a long time. So maybe I should do something with it so I can reclaim those needles, right? And it'll be like I went to the store and I bought a whole bunch of stuff because all my new supplies aren't going to fit in their little bins and baskets anymore because they'll be full. I'm like, whoo, what a concept. Then you know what that means? That means I get to start a bunch of things. That's what that means. Yeah, because you think that's going to happen and I'm just going to have all the supplies and all the whatevers and not like put things on the needles and hooks? No. You know, I like my yarn. I like playing with my yarn all the time. There's no doubt about it. That is my favorite thing to do. It wakes me up. It makes me happy. I come alive. You know, I can come home from work tired and exhausted or whatever, and then I come in here and I start talking about yarn and I'm like, oh, I'm awake. You know, it's like, who needs coffee, right? You know, who needs coffee? Who needs whatever? It's like, I got yarn fumes, man. We are going. So that is my world. And that is the way I look at it. It just brightens my day walking in here. I do need to work on my mess, but other than that, we're good. Well, all right, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this. And, you know, if you're tackling something, like I said, do the hashtag tackle it. I'd love to follow along to see what you're doing and how you're making a difference in your life, whether it's pattern management, stash management, or going through your vintage whips like I'm doing. And doing something about it, right? Okay. Some of them are successes. Some of them are like, that's okay. You've looked at it. You're making a difference. You're making progress. And that, to me, is so exciting. All right, with that, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go because I'm going to go play with my stuff. I'm excited. I'm going to go play with my stuff and have a good time. And I hope you do the same thing. With that, you guys have a great day, night, evening, whatever it happens to be. And I will talk to you again later. Bye-bye.